There are so many inspirational nail art pictures on social media, but you've got to have a steady hand and a lot of talent to succeed. Here are 10 times people most definitely did not nail it. Be sure to use your nails to give our video a big thumbs up. Bubbles. If you want to give the impression you've got some kind of disease, by all means, go ahead and have a go at bubble art on your nails. Just don't be surprised when people start backing away from you in the supermarket. These bubbles look more like balls of pus ready to ooze all over the place when popped. Not a pleasant look, and surely totally impractical too. Stars and stripes. Patriotic nail art can be striking, particularly for a special occasion like a national holiday, but only if you've got a really steady hand, or a very simple flag design to copy, because it seems painting stars and stripes on your nails is pretty hard. If you're wondering what's more difficult, stars or stripes, the answer appears to be both. Perhaps next time stick to block red, white, and blue colors, or pay a pro to do the job properly. Those patterns are just too hard. Quilted. There's a real skill in being able to create different levels on your nails, and the pros know all the tricks of the trade to create these kinds of intricate designs. Quilting has to be up there as one of the hardest effects to achieve. There was no way this amateur could ever scratch out part of their design and keep their nails looking good. And those white dots just accentuate the mess. That's not a quilt anyone would want to snuggle up to. Intergalactic. Painting the illusion of outer space on your nails is a big ask, so it's probably best that amateurs don't attempt it. Surely this kind of out-of-this-world effect is achieved with sprays and all sorts of fancy nail art equipment. Splodging a few dots just isn't going to cut it, and those crosses couldn't look further from stars if they tried. Rainbow swirls. Once you've seen flesh completely covered in polish, you don't come down quite so hard on amateur nail artists who mess up their designs, but at least keep them on their actual nails. Swirl designs look seriously complicated. Water marbling is definitely hard, so only a pro could really achieve such a finish. But to end up with totally covered flesh, surely these people painted theirs in the dark. Epic fail. Tips. One of the biggest challenges in doing your own nail art is that you have to use each hand. Chances are you'll have a dominant hand and, well, a hand that totally sucks. When using your better hand, you can give a half-decent attempt at a bit of precision, but when it's time to swap, the other side ends up looking horrendous. If you want neat tips on both your hands, our top tip is to pay someone else to do it. Carnage. It's kinda cute when you get your partner involved in your hobbies, but perhaps leave the nail painting to your friends who have at least some idea of how to hold a brush steady. The person's boyfriend clearly isn't used to painting nails, and the choice of red just makes it even worse. It looks like blood is seeping out of those toenails. Not a good look. Mustache. Quirky designs are really fun if you get them right. And by getting them right, you need to at least follow one golden rule of nail art. Let them dry. If you move your hands before the paint has totally set, you're going to end up with a smudgy mess. And the second rule of nail art is to use the right size applicator. When you're trying to paint tiny mustaches, you need a tiny tool. Otherwise, you end up looking like a bit of a fool. Chevrons. So, you have to give props to anyone who can achieve some sort of straight line in their nail art. And chevrons in particular are not easy, but the final effect is ruined by the smudged polish behind, and the fact that the gradient of color looks like murky pond water. Not the best choice of colors when you consider there's a whole rainbow of pretty shades to choose from. Outlines. If you've never attempted nail art, you might assume drawing an outline is easy. We've all had plenty of practice at it after all, like every time we've ever drawn anything. But when it comes to painting a thin line around the edge of your nail, easy is far from reality. Your neat line can look like a wavy mess. Perhaps these nail art fails would have been more successful if their owners had tried using a slimmer tool. Just saying. Which nail art fail is the absolute worst? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to TheTalko.